Sunshine, I've been waiting. Sunshine, why you playing? With my head on the time, you go way out of line. Sunshine, don't keep me waiting. Show me affection, attention, and care. Losing the tension, and baby, I swear I give you my tomorrow, forever and now. I'll never bring you sorrow, so don't let me down. I'll chase away your shadows, away from the crowd. I give you my tomorrow, forever and now. Spotlight from my cell phone, sounds like it's your ringtone. I get chills when you call, wanna give you my heart, so I might.
Hey guys, I am trying to finish my makeup really quickly, and my husband is taking a shower, so when he gets out the shower I'm gonna have to hop off here so you guys don't accidentally get a peek of my baby. But today has been quite the interesting day. I worked today, and then I also tried to talk to the dealership today to see about selling my car. They said unfortunately they're only doing trades, so you can't just sell your car and not buy anything new. So I looked through their inventory, and everything they pretty much had that wasn't like 200,000 miles was $15,000 or more, which I'm not trying to do that. I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose, especially knowing I'm gonna have to bring a nice chunk of change to pay off the difference from what I owe on my car versus what they'll accept for a trade. So that feels like that whole plan is about to go out the window, and I'm really disappointed, I have to admit. I just was like hoping I could sell my car to them, and I know it would be less than what they would accept for a trade, but I was like hoping they would take it. And they said right now with everything going on, they're trying to reduce their outgoing expenses, so they are not taking any just like, you know, buying of cars right now. So I guess that brings me back to like square one. When I follow the Dave Ramsey plan, I have one credit card that I'm supposed to pay off before I tackle my car, because my car is a bigger debt and it has a better interest rate. So I'm just torn, because to sit on a car that has negative equity while I pay this other thing or this other card, and I'm not really making any progress on that car, just kind of makes me feel a little bit frustrated, especially with everything going on. It's like, you know, the one thing I could actually get rid of and remove from my whole financial situation. But I guess, you know, you got to do what you can do. You can't fret over what you can't do. So I'm just going to continue to be aggressive on that credit card, because I have paid it down considerably since I first told you guys I was doing the Dave Ramsey plan. Also, I'm super excited because I talked to you guys about how I had traded that stock. I played around that one day just to get comfortable with TD Ameritrade and like learn how it works, and I want to learn the whole process so that when I am done with my whole Dave Ramsey financial plan, I can go after that super strong and have that be like another thing that I do. I actually really think that it's something I'd be passionate about. I just know my personality, and I feel like if I can learn it, I could be successful with that. So my goal, which I don't think I clarified this enough in that last video, my goal is to learn this whole process, learn how the stock market works, learn how you trade stocks, learn how you evaluate companies to see if they're a good purchase. And then when I do that, I want to actually start to do it seriously and put money into the market and actually like trade. The day when I traded the stock, I literally bought one share, but the one share was like $500. So that stock is super expensive, but I just bought one share and then I sold it at the end of the day. It wasn't like putting real money in, if that makes sense. So hopefully that kind of makes a little bit of sense for you guys, but I'm just evaluating everything right now. I feel like I'm gonna close out a little bit so y'all can't see my husband. Oh, okay, baby, well, just let me know when you're coming out here. But yeah, I'm just evaluating everything. I want my financial situation to be positioned in the best it can be given the circumstances, because there's a lot going on right now, you guys. It's absolutely crazy. It was fun, I will say. That day where I traded the stock and I did my little research and I like understood the company, I understood where they were, and I felt like it was a safe bet. it was a lot of fun. So I know it's gonna be fun once I get this thing rolling. But in the interim, I'm gonna get this credit card paid off. I'm gonna get that car paid off, and then I'm about to go crazy trying to pay off everything else. I did not tell you guys though, we refinanced the house. So the house refinance closed a week ago Thursday, I think it was, and I'm really happy about that too. We now no longer have PMI insurance on the house, which was huge because I think we were paying like $100 and something for that every month, and that goes absolutely nowhere. It does not apply to the principal of the house. So that's gone. We also have a lower interest rate. We went from like a 4.25 to a 2.99. And on a mortgage, like a loan that long and a loan that big, that's a lot of money we're about to save. So I'm geeked about that. And then we also did a 15-year mortgage instead of a 30-year mortgage. So not only did we reduce our PMI, or we removed the PMI, we reduced our interest rate, but we also reduced our number of years. So we went from having 28 years or 27 years left to now we have 15 years left starting this month. I'm excited. I feel like that's a huge win because even if we only live here for 5 more years, that means we're gonna pay this house off so much as compared to had we not gone that route. And the plan is to be totally debt free, and that's what we're gonna do. Like, that's the plan, that's the path we're on. And I'm just geeked, you guys. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how geeked I am about the refinance of the house. So I feel like overall I'm making a lot of good strides in the right direction. Following Dave, ooh, I'm sorry y'all, it keeps going like in and out from being bright and dark, and it's mainly because I have this light bulb that's in the way, but I can't do anything about the light bulb. But yeah, Dave says you want to live like no one else, so one day you can live like no one else. And I just, again, I feel like so remiss that I haven't been working on this plan longer than this year because I could have been so much further ahead. Someone asked for an update on like where we stand on the Dave Ramsey plan up until this point. We have paid off in total $7,000 if I'm not mistaken from where we were when I first told you guys, which in my opinion is super huge. That also, we had a huge tax bill which went out yesterday of like $7K. That was huge. So to be able to do that tax bill and pay our debt down that much since we first started this, I feel pretty good about everything, and I feel like we're on the right track and we're gonna make a lot of strides if nothing changes with our financial situation in the very near future. So I'm just geeked about it. I hope you guys are also encouraged. Like, I know there's a lot going on. Dave Ramsey, if you don't follow him, he's been giving advice on what to do right now in the current situation. If your financial situation has changed, what to do with the stimulus check if you did receive that check. Like, he's been giving a lot of really good advice that I think is helpful. And if you guys don't follow him on Instagram or you're not a part of his Facebook group, I highly recommend it if you're trying to get your money situation together, because Dave comes correct with it. That is the little update on our finances and where things stand. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to sell the car and just sell it and get totally out of it. There's still some other options if I want to like do a trade and get a decent trade, but I don't really want to do a trade and end up with the same amount of debt in a loan in another car that I would have had if I just kept this car. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. Oh, go ahead, baby. Okay, Brian's in the camera, y'all, and he's not dressed, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. I didn't want Brian to get in the camera because he was not dressed. Yeah, so the goal is to get everything figured out, get our financial situation together, don't have fear if anything changes when it comes to our income and our monthly income we bring in every single month. I feel pretty good, and I think the biggest thing is just having a plan. You know, when you don't have a plan and something goes crazy, that can make you feel so out of control and have you, start to have feelings of fear and things like that. But having that plan put together and like starting to work on it and getting even more aggressive about it makes me feel a whole lot better than I would have felt outside of that. Plus, we're not really spending any money on anything else right now. All that gas money I was spending driving to my job, just all that extra money is not going out, and that helps a lot. That definitely is helping the Dave Ramsey plan right now for sure. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, they wouldn't just buy my car outright. He said they are not doing that right now. The only thing I can do is do a trade, and I am just not really trying to get into something that's not going to help me position myself long term for the better. So I think I'm not going to make any moves when it comes to the car right now, unfortunately. But I'll keep you guys posted if anything changes. But for right now, I think I'm just going to focus on paying off that credit card and then being aggressive about paying off my car after that. Just following the way that Dave says to do the plan. I think I can have that credit card paid off in the next probably 6 months if I'm aggressive. And you figure 6 months, yeah, 6 months, and then the car is going to take me a little bit longer. So I feel like the end of the year is probably not going to be as I had that be that was my initial goal. I wanted to be done by the end of the year. I don't think the end of the year is going to happen, but I think it'll be just after that, because next year when I get my bonus, if we get a bonus, because who knows, y'all, we might not get no bonus in 2021 with the way this year has gone. But if I get a bonus next year, I'm gonna use that to pay my car off, okay? But anyway, let me finish my makeup. Oh, you guys, my hair, the curls are back. They're not done drying, but the curls are back. She is back. But I'm about to finish this real quick. I'll check in with you guys in just a minute, but I wanted to give you the download and the update on what the heck I have going on with my financial situation.
Show me affection, attention, and care. Losing attention, and baby, I swear I give you my tomorrow. Forever and now, I'll never bring you sorrow. So don't let me down. I'll chase away your shadows, away from the crowd.
And like that, you guys, I think my hair is done. It looks big and like it looks longer on the side. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's just how it's drying. It's weird. Curls can be so weird sometimes, you guys. I just don't even know what to say. However, I will say I like how it's looking. This is a good snapback from being straight. They look kind of cute. What do you guys think? Y'all think this is cute? Do these curls look cute? This part right here looks really long. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's just how it's hanging. I feel like I look... This is a good snapback. This is a good snapback from that straight hair back to the curls.
Forever now. Chills. Yeah, I can chills when you come. Wanna give you my arm. So don't you let me down. Hey, why you play with my head? Can't you love me instead? I give my all, I give you my tomorrow. Forever and now, I'll never bring you sorrow. So don't let me down. I'll chase away your shadows, away from the crowd. I give you my tomorrow. Forever and now.
It's starting to get late, so I'm starting dinner, and the twins are actually gonna have leftover pizza. They decided that's what they want for the evening, but we are going to have a box lasagna. I am honestly not in the mood to cook a full dinner. I told you guys I'm gonna be doing the Chinese food though in a couple of days, but tonight we're gonna do the box lasagna because it's probably one of my still favorite like pre-prepared meals that I've been eating over the last few years. I actually remember when I went to B school, we learned about this company. They were hiring, I can't even remember who the parent company is, but it's a Stouffer's box lasagna, and y'all, I just have to say, they stuff is popping. And I remember back then, their marketing team talked about how they pride themselves on their lasagna. I feel like y'all are doing pretty good. So I'm gonna make that this evening, get it started for those of us who we don't mind eating a little bit later. I feel like my schedule is totally off. I used to go to bed early, probably like 10:30, maybe 11. Now I'm going to bed at like midnight, 1 o'clock, and then waking up just before it's time for me to start working. Like I do a little something to my face, put on some clothes, and you know, start working at 8 o'clock. So my whole schedule is totally off, but that's why we've been eating so late, y'all. It's totally crazy. So let me show you guys what this box is looking like, and we're gonna just get into the rest of this evening. Okay, y'all, this is it. We're about to put this boy in the oven, and we're gonna let it do its thing, okay?
I said the last drink was the last drink. You make it hard to leave. We're telling secrets in the dark while drinking whiskey.
Don't sleep on the stofers. Delicious. So a few weeks back we did a Zoom and a number of you guys were able to get on the Zoom and we had so much fun. Honestly, I've always loved doing the lives on my channel, but the Zoom took it to a whole different level. It was like talking to 25, 30 of my friends. You know, someone made a comment the other day in my comment section about how positive the comment section is. And I just appreciate you guys. I appreciate you for sticking with me, even though my content is a little bit more lighthearted, and I just try to keep it positive. I know I don't really have much of like a storyline on my channel to lure you guys in and all that, but I honestly appreciate y'all more than you could ever know. I say that all the time. Hopefully you get some sort of inspiration in terms of just your overall life and living your best life and just staying positive. I think that's the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway I want you to have from my channel. You know, I say that to say I had a really great question come the last video, and the question was around, do I ever get intimidated at work by just the work environment? And that was such a great question. So I'm not going to answer the question in this video because I feel like I've already kind of done a lot of stuff today in this video, but I will in the next video because I think that's a great question. There's a lot to unpack with that question, a lot that we can talk about. So I will touch on that in the next video. I really hope you guys do feel like you're getting a lot from my content. I hope it keeps you just thinking about different things and ways you can attack different things, even if you don't do things exactly how I'm trying to do them, or maybe you were able to be more successful than I am, because there's some topics I've talked about where I don't have it all figured out yet. You know, I'm working through it, and I try to be transparent with you guys, and I don't want to ever act like I have it all figured out, but at the same time, this is just a place for me to kind of keep this as like my diary and just show my progression throughout the years. And hopefully you will see my progression, and as we progress on even the financial journey, I'm looking forward to the point where I can come on here and say I'm debt free and I'm doing some bigger things, and we can move on to trading stocks and purchasing rental properties and things like that. But for now, you know, we're in the middle of the journey. We're in the middle of trying to go to the next level, and I think that's a beautiful place to be. You know, you have to be content where you are, even in the midst of everything going on right now in this world. And I'm just trying to stay positive, but being positive in the midst of everything going on and thinking about the future, I think is all we can really do. But y'all, really quick, let me eat this food before it gets cold because my mouth is watering like crazy. All right guys, well, I want to turn in early tonight, so I'm about to actually finish this video so I can get it uploaded for y'all. I actually have already edited most of this video. I think I'm like 90% done, so I'm about to close the video out. But thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you guys for supporting me and for making it all the way to the end of this video. You are the real MVP. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button. But with that, you guys, I will see you in my next upload. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.
So don't let me down. I chase away your shadows, away from the crowd.